Hey everyone, welcome to Waneconda. That sounds like a very tasteful joke, being that it's Black History Month and that this month is dedicated to the passing of actor Chadwick Boseman. But trust me when I say they make a Wakanda joke in this movie. Remember? Welcome to Wakanda.
I don't remember that.
At the end of the movie.
I don't remember it.
With all of the brothers and sisters.
Okay.
That's what Marlon says to his dad.
One sister.
Oh, right. Anyway.
Marlon says to his father-in-law?
Yeah.
Oh, you said his dad.
Sorry, whatever.
The judge.
Anyway, this is Sextuplets. I picked it because we may or may not have a Netflix account. Thanks for letting me steal your identity, random person. And I'm kidding. And since every month we review every year we review a Marlon Wayans movie or a Wayans Brothers movie for Black History Month, from The Great White Hype to Naked to Don't Be a Menace in South Central While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood. And now, this one. Sextuplets. This could be considered highbrow Marlon Wayans humor, almost. Because a lot of the tropes that he does in a lot of his movies, like the are heavily reduced. Also, more highbrow for Marlon Wayans. This movie, I don't think includes a poop joke, and there's no.
It did include the.
Yeah, and there's.
He got a case of cigarettes up that. I don't know.
And there's no small penis joke, and there's no shot of his butt.
Okay. So,
in this movie, he plays a soon-to-be father with a girl who looks a lot like young Taraji P. Henson. That's probably very sexist, I guess. She was in Acrimony, but she played a young Brenda. Which is odd because her name is Brenda, the actress's name. So anyway, he goes to his boss, Molly Shannon, about taking paternity leave because he's going to help out with the kid.
Family.
Yeah, and she's like, you want to take a month off?
Vacation?
You were the face of the company! Now look at you!
You were so close to partnership. Which will come into play later. He also doesn't drink
at work, which that'll also come into play later. So anyway, there was a big small thing with the surprise baby shower. I don't remember what all the wording was. It was like, we don't know the gender of the baby, don't ask us. That comes back. Also, talk.
I'm just waiting. Go ahead.
Also, talk.
About what?
Fine, I will. So anyway, they go get a sonogram, right?
Ultrasound. Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
I apologize.
It could be a sonogram.
I apologize, ladies. And they ask her about her family history, and it's like everything is totally fine. She's A-okay. And then they ask Marlon Wayans about his family, and he's like, I don't know. I was adopted.
Yep. Moved from house to house, family to family.
He didn't say that.
I thought he did. He was not with the same family.
No, I thought he was just adopted. He was in an orphanage. He was an orphan.
Okay.
So anyway, maybe you're right. I don't know. So then his wife is like, you have to know about your family.
Just ask my dad. He will help you.
So he needs a
favor. Go ahead, you can say it.
Favor, okay? He needs a favor.
It was very hard to say.
So anyway, he goes to find his
father-in-law, the judge.
Well, I was about to say he goes to his mom's house.
That was after he got news.
We said he goes to his father. Do you want to make these long or short?
Goes to his father-in-law, and then the father-in-law says, "Oh, you want to ask me a favor?"
We already did that!
Okay. So then he's with his wife, and he finally opens up the envelope. I've got a birth certificate!
Then he goes to his mother's house.
Mm-hmm.
With someone who is a fan of 60s and 70s and maybe even 80s TV shows.
Yep.
And I'm not one to talk, but probably could lose a couple of pounds. Maybe have like some sugar-free cereal or maybe some almond milk. Of course, that's just my opinion.
Cereal. Captain Crunch, right?
Captain Crunch, Cookie Crisp, Lucky Charms, pretty much any candy cereal, pretty much.
Sugar, yep.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, people. So, then as he loses a tooth, he then hears that his mom has passed away, because of a car accident.
It fell on her.
Yeah.
She was fixing the car,
and
it
killed her.
The car crushed her.
So then, Marlon Wayans finds this box, and it's like, local woman gives birth to 6 kids.
6 babies, yep.
So then he's like, Russell, we're kids! Or wait, or twins. Wait, was Marlon Wayans Russell, or was that his brother Russell?
His brother was Russell. Uncle Russell.
Can I just use like generic terms to describe?
His name was Russell, okay?
No, can I use generic terms for it? So he goes to Fat Marlon Wayans, and then they find out that they have a sister in Alabama along the coast, maybe. And
hoping it's along the coast. She lives in the big house.
Then we meet
Little Pete.
Sister Marlon Wayans.
Oh, Baby Pete. Or what was his name?
We'll get to that later.
I thought you were already at the big house.
The prison?
Yeah.
Yeah, his sister.
Yeah, lived in a big house.
Yeah. So that's where they meet. The makeup is good, I guess. I would not have known that was Marlon Wayans. Is Marlon Wayans also the mother?
I don't know.
Like, you can tell that Fat Marlon Wayans and Marlon Wayans is Marlon Wayans. Or Fat Marlon Wayans is Marlon Wayans. You can tell, right?
Remember, he had the
dimples?
Moles or freckles or whatever.
Moles, yeah. So then after that, then they find out that their little brother is dying soon and only has 3 days to live. So Marlon Wayans, after breaking his nose...
I mean, it was way out of shape.
Yeah. Like, the bone was like this way.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, this way.
Like an S.
So, anyway, Tiny Marlon.
Baby Wayne. Baby Marlon.
They're all the same age!
Yeah, but he was Tiny Tim size.
That's why I said tiny.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Tom Tiny Lister, I think. So, anyway, forges an identity, or forges a signature, so that way
he can get... He switched clipboards.
No.
Yeah, he did. So then he
No, he
signed.
looked at it and then forged it on the other one.
I thought he
Do
signed
you
it.
want to rewatch it?
No. Okay, so while he was signing one for the nose, the other guy forged his name on the
Afterwards,
kidney.
by staring at his signature.
Okay.
Why do you
I
think
didn't
he was
catch
doing that?
I didn't catch it. Okay. Good.
Meanwhile, 70s Marlon, no, Superfly Marlon Wayans, which is who's acting like a pimp from the 70s, right? Isn't that how they said?
That's what she said, yeah.
First he steals money from Marlon,
Alan's office.
his white friend Michael Ian Black. So there you go, people. We have the trilogy of sketch shows. We have In Living Color, Saturday Night Live, and The State all in one. Who said the sum is less than its parts? Or who said the sum is who said the sum is less than its parts?
Okay.
Well, okay, bad example, but that's anyway. Just need someone from Mad TV. Yeah, I don't think Michael Ian Black was on Mad TV even as a guest, so never mind. So anyway, gets he breaks he what's the best way to say it? He makes partnership with Molly Shannon.
His twin brother.
Superfly Marlon Wayans makes partnership with Molly Shannon. Is that a good way to describe it?
Yeah, I think so.
So anyway, then they go. So then he breaks into his house, and then gets a makeover. And I called it before the movie did. I was like, "Is that a Bill Cosby reference?" Yeah, he was dressed in one of those Cosby sweaters.
Yep.
He said like, "Man, lots of cool guys wore this until Bill Cosby kind of messed it up for everybody."
Yep.
True. So
her mother gave him that.
and he hated that, but
Yep.
it was like, oh.
Oh well.
Then they take him to a breastfeeding class.
Yep, it was the last class before birth of the child.
Those
so he
exist?
Was, yes.
Okay. So he was Marlon Wayans as a 1970s dude in a birthing class. What do you think he's going to act like and say? Anyway, his Marlon Wayans' wife sees right through this and is like, You are not Marlon Wayans. You are either Jasper or
yeah, I forgot the other guy's name.
Anyway, Sean Wayans. You're either one of those two. So then he does a sob story about how he was an orphan. He was like Little Orphan Annie or something. Or no, that was the next guy? Okay.
The guy that had them taken.
Yeah, the guy that grew up just on the streets. I was wondering if he was telling the truth or lying about that, and then it turns out he's a pretty good painter with cocaine white paint.
It was beautiful.
It
Tree
was.
of Life.
Oh, you want to see that boring movie?
Just come on.
Next year, people.
Okay, let's move it along.
So then, after Tiny Marlon Wayans gets the kidney and then flies to Havana, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sister Marlon Wayans steals $10,000 and his car, which, based on the ending of the movie, he kind of gets it back. I don't know if he gets the money back.
I owe you $10,000 and a car.
Thank you for your trouble. Who spells for FOUR? Then, what happens next? Then Marlon Wayans has finally had it. He's like, look,
I'm going home.
I've lost a kidney. I've lost money. I've lost my car. My baby is about to be born. I want to see it. So from now on, let's just pretend we don't know each other. That's when he gets
home.
abducted by
Percy.
Carrot Top Marlon Wayans?
Percy, yeah.
Or no, redhead.
Yeah. Wasn't it Percy?
Bill Burr Marlon Wayans, I guess? Or
Okay, whatever.
Julie. No, I was gonna say Julianne Moore, but that doesn't really work.
He kept getting teased about having
He's
red hair and a black dude.
he was a very light-skinned black dude with red hair. They used to call him Ninja or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's a combination of the N-word and ginger. I'm quoting people.
Yes.
Carrot
Top or something. He said a bunch of things. It was funny when he said...
Yeah, it was like Little Orphan Annie or something. That makeup, I guess, was kind of okay, even though you could kind of tell that it was him. And it was kind of talking like this, very, that's a funny one.
Pulls out a gun. Ah!
Oh, we forgot to mention the biggest cameo in this movie. Rockford Files references!
Oh my god, yeah.
Okay, I've never seen the Rockford Files, but I feel like I've seen about 2 or 3 episodes just based on the references.
Mm-hmm. He was a private eye.
And I kid you not, the Rockford Files is a plot point.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sirree.
So then, finds out that his mother is still alive.
Mm-hmm.
And
gives him a hug that he could smell the mothballs.
Mothballs and, like, used dental floss or dental teeth or dental something?
Dental gum or whatever. The paste, glue, whatever.
So then they they find out that his wife is
going into
labor. So they take a gold 1967 Chrysler
or Chevy Firebird or something.
No, I thought it was a Chrysler PX or Piece.
Whatever, the Rockford Files car.
I've never seen the show. You would know more about this than me.
And anyway, the big dude brother, Russell, doesn't know how to drive, but he's like, I will get you there.
So then they meet the Po-Po. You know what I want to say, right?
About the bowl or what?
No, they don't meet the police, they meet the bro-lease.
Yeah.
Sophie Dab reference. No, we will never review that. We'll watch it, but we won't review it. So, finally, they get him to the hospital. There's a quick change with Marlon Wayans and
his twin,
Superfly Marlon Wayans. And there's more, but we're going to stop it right there.
Mm-mm. The baby does get born.
Yeah, and as you said, it's a pretty big baby, even though it's like 3 months old.
Well, for being 3 months, it might be.
So,
because he was only 5 pounds, so they never said what the weight of his baby was. So
I thought they said he weighed like 6 pounds when he was born.
No, weighed 5 pounds 7 ounces.
No, Marlon Wayans when he was born.
Yeah,
I thought it was 6. Oh well.
No, it was 5 pounds 7 ounces or something.
So, based on the Marlon Wayans movies that you've seen, this one wasn't the worst.
No.
I would maybe say Don't Be a Menace. Might be
pretty.
Yeah, and it's funny because when I said Don't Be a Menace to South Central, you were like, ugh.
Yeah.
So anyway,
we got a couple more movies for February, don't we?
So anyway, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just not
great.
Extremely funny. It has
a few parts.
It mainly relies on the characters' tropes,
reactions,
or like their mini tropes, and uses that. But it doesn't just spout out movie references. There is a Trump reference.
Mm-hmm.
And even I was like, is that a Trump reference? And you were like, yeah. So, okay, Marlon Wayans, just stick to Netflix because when your movies are like PG-13 or like low R, they're not super funny, but they're not annoying. I'd rather see this than a Haunted House 1 or 2.
Yep. Okay, so
Um,
if you don't have nothing to do and you want to watch a bunch of his movies in a row or whatever, go for it. It's not the worst
you might
one,
either get
but
happy or you might get sad. I'm not sure,
yeah,
depending
there were
on.
some funny parts.
Mhm.
The bull, the steer.
Yeah,
Mm,
even the I could have guessed that joke probably, but
yeah.
anyway. Um, so anyway, that's our review. And wait a minute, February.
Yep,
I
we have a
said
couple more.
I said earlier that every year we review a Wayne's Brothers movie.
Yep. We also do what's his face?
Tyler
Tyler
Perry.
Perry. Yeah.
See you next week.
Okay, bye-bye.